Welcome in, Raiders fans. I'm your Vegas Nation host, Cassie Soto. Well, it looks like backup QB Marcus Mariota is staying put right here in Vegas after agreeing to restructure his contract. Raiders beat writer Vinnie Bonsignore had the story for us. Vinny, and he is here with me now to talk a little bit more about this. What can you tell us about the contract restructure? What exactly are some of the details?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take a cut of about $7.5 million or $7 million or so. It brings the number down to about $3.5 million from $10.7 million. And obviously, it gives the Raiders a little bit more salary cap relief and salary cap flexibility. And when you look at, listen, the options for Marcus were dwindling. Most of the starting opportunities, Washington, Chicago, New Orleans, New England, Indianapolis, they'd all been filled by trades or free agent acquisitions, whatever the case might be. So the opportunities for him to go elsewhere in a trade as a starter or as a free agent as a starter were dwindling. So his options, weren't all that much. It was, hey, the Raiders wanted him to take a pay cut, and if he didn't agree, they were prepared to release him. And if he goes onto the open market, it's a very uncertain market at this point. Because of what I just said. There's no real starting opportunities, and the money for backup quarterbacks. You just saw Mitch Trubisky get $2.5 million from the Buffalo Bills as a quarterback that got his team to the playoffs a couple of times these last few years. So that was the market he was looking at. It's unfortunate for him, but that's the way the market worked this year with the salary cap going down. He comes back at $3.5 million, and the Raiders have some money to play with.
Where do the Raiders stand now as far as the salary cap goes, Vinny? They've obviously saved some money there on Marcus Mariota, but they have signed some guys, and I'm sure still want to sign a few more this free agency.
Yeah, they're over $10 million if you look at everybody that they have under roster. But if you look at like their top 51 players, it's about $20 million. So it's kind of it's a little confusing sometimes to look at it, but they have, let's just say $15 million or so that they're going to be able to use. Now they have to sign their their rookie class gets figured into that as well. Money has to come, from their salary cap to pay the rookies. But they have enough to go do something if they want, as far as I know everyone's been asking free safety, offensive line. They have their eyes on some free safety targets, some defensive back targets. Nothing has come to fruition yet. And, at least from who I talk to, there's plenty of time to get something done. There's no, overreaction or like this desperation by any means. They're going to let the market settle down, continue to settle down, and probably end up getting a decent player at a good price.
Awesome, Vinny. Thank you so much for the updates. As always, really appreciate it.
All right, Cassie, have a good one.
Thank you. For more Raiders updates, head on over to vegasnation.com. Thanks so much for joining us.